Hi everyone, welcome to the third episode of my cloud series, and this is the episode on the history of the cloud. Now firstly, I want to apologize that I've not uploaded in quite a long time. I've been upgrading my gear and I hope they've noticed that my audio has improved dramatically, and this is because I've upgraded to an XLR microphone. Also, before this video starts, can you please just click the red subscribe button and the bell button next to it, and if you enjoyed the video even more, you can perhaps like it. This will help support the channel and it's more likely for my new videos to pop up on your recommended list. And if you subscribe and click the bell button, you also get an email whenever I get a new video out, so you won't miss out on any other learning opportunities. So we can start off with the 1960s. We can view this time as a time where computers were becoming much more of a new technology, since they were just entering the marketplace and extremely expensive to buy. So whenever people or a group of people usually bought a computer, they have to be sharing it with one another. So we can say universities, and if you're lucky enough in your house as well, people sharing it with each other, etc. And if we take a step back from this and look at it in a modern perspective, you can see it as an early example of something we now know as private cloud. Now I don't want to confuse you with all these terms just yet, because I'm going to be making a much more detailed video going through all the different types of cloud later in the course. But fundamentally, on the base of this all, it is a version of cloud, since people having to be sharing resources, and this technology has developed a lot more in the 1990s, and we'll look at that right now. When we're talking about the 1990s, what usually comes to mind is Hotmail, right? Well, we usually think that this has been owned and created by Microsoft Windows from the start, but this is not really the case. Originally, it was created by a small company which then released it to the public and became an instant success. This is because it allowed users to use their web connection to access their email, and this became so popular to the point where large vendors such as Microsoft Windows paid $400 million to have full rights to the service. Now this is just the start of some of the very big features and technologies which arose during this time, and one of these is what we know now as ASPs, and this is an acronym for Application Service Providers. Now what happened was, whenever a company bought or created a appliance, they'll usually pay ASPs to give them access to it. And during the 1990s, ASPs weren't very skilled, and they weren't very knowledgeable in the technology they were providing. But nowadays, if you look at vendors such as Gmail, they have experts who are managing it, and they have very little downtime even when they're trying to update it. Now this technology has also led to something which we now know as SOA as well, and this is another acronym for something we call ServiceOriented Architecture. And so SOAs, they turned an appliance into a service and then kept it in physical systems in order for users to be able to access it, and this is the base for most of our modern technologies today, such as Amazon Web Services and other things like that. Now all these factors played a massive role in developing the early models of the cloud. Now I hope that you found this video useful, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll try to upload the next video next week.